fishing rod. Now on Tiny Pop, Billy. Tiny Pop. Billy.
He may be sitting at the table when he doesn't think he's able. Then he's high up in the sky, making people say, "Oh my!" And when he's sitting in the bath, it takes him down a different path. It doesn't take him very long, so that we can sing our song, 'cause he's a... He's a... He's always swinging high. When he's dreaming, he can fly, 'cause he's...
Billy.
Billy was going to the cinema to see a brilliant new film with his mum and dad.
It was all about space and had loads of spaceships and aliens in it.
Inside the cinema, it was dark and Billy had some popcorn. After a few moments, the curtains opened and the film started. As Billy watched, he wondered what it would be like to be a spaceman.
All of a sudden, I was Spaceman Billy in my amazing spaceship.
All around Billy were flashing lights, and on the wall there was a big screen.
Suddenly, it came on and a man appeared.
It was the President of the Galaxy, and he looked a bit worried.
Spaceman Billy, we need your help,
He said.
the galaxy is in great danger.
What's wrong with it?
Asked Billy.
It's stopped,
Said the President.
and we need you to mend it, otherwise there will be no more tomorrows.
No more tomorrows? That meant I'd never get older. This sounded really bad, because my dad said when I grow up I can have a mountain bike.
Then the President told Billy that the supreme robot from the robot planet was responsible.
Only you can save us, because you're the best spaceman in the universe.
Billy had to do something quickly, but he had no idea where the robot planet was.
I'd just have to search around the galaxy for a bit. Space is massive. It's got billions and billions of stars and planets in it. Some planets are huge and some planets are small. Some have rings around them and some have holes in the middle. Sometimes when I'm in my spaceship, I can see comets. It's amazing.
Then Billy noticed a strange egg-shaped planet. It could be the robot planet, so he went in for a closer look. When Billy landed, he discovered that the only things that lived there were parrots.
I asked one of them if they had heard of the robot planet.
But all Billy got for a reply was,
Who's a pretty boy then? Who's a pretty boy then?
so he decided to try somewhere else. The next planet was even worse.
Everything was made from slime, even the people. And then one of them fell in love with me and kept trying to kiss me all the time. Yuck, it was disgusting. Anyway, I didn't want to upset anyone, so I politely made my excuses and left.
Billy visited 4 more planets in his search. One of them was made from ice. The second was made from string. The third planet was only big enough for one person to live on.
I asked the little alien if he knew where the robot planet was. He thought for a minute and said,
Yeah, I think it's on the planet next door but one, like.
Then he drew me a map and I was soon on my way. I've never been to so many different planets before, and I hoped I had enough petrol to get home.
Billy was getting close to the robot planet, so he prepared for landing. Everything on the robot planet was made of metal. All the people were robots, all the animals were robots, and even the plants ran on batteries. It seemed a friendly place, so Billy asked someone walking their dog if they'd heard of the supreme robot.
Oh, yes, he replied, but no one has ever seen him. He's far too important.
I asked where I could find him, and the robot pointed to a big hill in the distance.
He lives in the robot fortress, but be careful, it could be dangerous.
Billy thanked the robot and headed towards the hill. It was like a huge scrap heap, with old televisions, computers and broken machines on it. It took Billy a long time to climb, and when he reached the top, he saw that the fortress was rusty and old.
It looked very scary. I wondered what the supreme robot would be like. He'd probably be gigantic with sharp metal claws. Maybe he'd want to fight me with lasers or something. I was a little bit frightened and my tummy felt funny, like when I go to the dentist.
Eventually, Billy got to the big door and rang the bell. Suddenly, a hatch opened and a little robot with big friendly eyes answered.
Welcome,
He said, and showed Billy inside.
He took me to a huge room full of technology.
This is the centre of the galaxy,
He continued.
and I am the supreme robot. But you can call me Jeff.
He wasn't what I was expecting. He was really nice. He even asked me if I'd like a can of fizzy drink. It was dead good. He pointed his finger at the table. It materialised out of thin air. Amazing.
Billy asked Jeff why they had stopped the galaxy, because it wasn't a nice thing to do. Jeff explained that it was his job to make sure the galaxy kept going forward, but he'd not had a holiday for centuries and fancied a day off.
This seemed fair enough to me. It must be horrible doing the same job for years and never having a holiday.
Then Jeff asked Billy if he wanted to have some fun. He pointed to a big lever and said he could make the galaxy spin backwards.
What would happen, I asked.
Everything would reverse,
Said Jeff.
I imagined what it would be like having to do everything backwards, like eating and running, like even going to the toilet.
Then Jeff said that he could make the galaxy spin really fast and make Christmas come early.
This sounded like fun, but I'm sure some people would be upset, especially Santa.
Jeff laughed and said he wouldn't really do such a thing. He was just glad that someone had come to visit him and make his day off special. Then Jeff pushed the lever and started the galaxy going forward again. He thanked Billy and said he would remember this day for the rest of his life. As Billy was leaving, the president of the galaxy appeared on the communication screen. Billy told him about Jeff and how lonely he gets. The president promised he would make sure people visited him more often and would give him lots of holidays and days off. Then he said goodbye, and the screen went blank.
I was pleased that I helped save the galaxy because I was getting really tired and wanted my bed. Then I pressed the autopilot button and went to sleep.
Billy woke up in the back of his mum and dad's car. His mum said he'd fallen asleep in the cinema and they were on their way home.
What time is it, I asked.
It was past his bedtime, said Billy's mum, but he didn't have to worry. He could have a lie-in tomorrow because the clocks go back.
Would I have to eat my breakfast backwards, I asked. Mum looked at me funny. Sometimes I think they try to confuse me on purpose.